And tell me if I'm wrong, but isn't this emblematic of a much larger problem? Because we know the White House has engaged in censorship by proxy, as it was revealed senior executives at Facebook and Twitter had discussions with government officials about removing and censoring objectionable pages and posts. Peggy, again, don't Americans have a First Amendment right to express their opinions no matter how misguided or ill-informed?
Well, we absolutely do. And we should have a constitutional right to be stupid or foolish as well. But it would be one thing if the government was always right. Then they wouldn't have to convince people or force people to listen to them. But they've been wrong at every turn, and especially when it comes to COVID. Do you remember? Wear a mask. Don't wear a mask. Wear 2 masks. If you're vaccinated, you'll never get COVID. Stay 6 feet apart, but only unless you're not an elected politician, because we're going to do what we want. And so the science that they claim has always been changing, even through COVID. If government was right, we would be happy to listen, but they've been so wrong so many times, have never apologized, and have always covered up their errors. And so people are not willing or wanting to listen to this. And to align with big tech is frightening, because we don't really know then what we don't know. We know what they want us to know and not what we need to know or want to know.
Well, that's right. And so cozy is the Biden administration's relationship with big tech that when one White House official asked someone from Facebook to remove a fake Dr. Fauci account, they received an answer within seconds which said, yep, on it. When it comes to the White House conspiring with social media giants, will we ever know how high or wide it goes?
No, we won't, and we don't. And, it was interesting because as Elon Musk looked at buying Twitter, didn't we see just a little bit of a peek behind the curtain of how things are done and how they fabricate even followers so that it has the appearance of this consensus? But the science should not be based on consensus. Big tech and the media giants should not be able to just speak in unison, to be all in sync with their talking points and have that then be the truth. The American people and the people of the world are smart enough to look at the data, look at the details, and make decisions for themselves. And you know what? Sometimes we're going to get it wrong, but often they get it wrong too. And we should have the freedom to make our own choice and not be forced by government to accept their party line.
Yeah, that's right. It's called self-responsibility. Look, moving on to Joe Biden's speech from last Thursday, titled, quote, "Soul of the Nation." Not only was it painful viewing, it was a very dark speech. It aired on primetime TV, and the background was like a Halloween horror night at Universal Studios. Let's just watch this.
But first, we must be honest with each other and with ourselves. Too much of what's happening in our country today is not normal. Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
Peggy, this is the President of the United States insulting the over 74 million people who voted for Donald Trump in 2020 and then claiming he's bringing the country together. Is that a fair analysis?
I mean, that's what he's claiming. This man ran on being a unifier. Remember, we were going to be post the Donald Trump era of division, and he was going to unify the nation. And not only, to your point, was this a soulless, not soul of the nation speech, it was scary. They had Marines posted. It was this uplit in red. It was really a terrifying speech, and it was meant to be terrifying for anybody who opposes Joe Biden and the alignment with the media and big tech. But you know what? Like everything Joe Biden has done in his administration, all it has done is unify the other side. They realize the stakes are incredibly high, and they can't risk having another Biden-like administration in the White House in 2024. And so, if anything, he's uniting the Republican Party. He's galvanizing them against this kind of censorship.